Why would you ask Reddit instead of asking Google? 1. Story time. A couple of years ago, one night, I was about to propose to my girlfriend when my roommate Joseph barged into the room out of nowhere, tripped and fell over, breaking a glass table with his face. Totally ruined the mood. Now, I didn't know Joseph that well, don't even remember where he was from, but let's just say I put my plans on hold to help him through his injuries. Joseph had gotten big glass shard in his eye, making him completely blind in that eye. He was walking around with one of those cotton pads on his eye for a couple of months. Then suddenly, he disappeared, along with my girlfriend. Apparently they'd bonded during the time after his injuries, and eloped together, left me behind without as much as a note. I tried to track them down, but never could. So what Google could never tell me, but AskReddit could, was where Joe was. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? 2. Pose law. Without a clear indication of the author's intent, it is difficult or impossible to tell the difference between an expression of sincere extremism and a parody of extremism. 3. Yeah, Google loves throwing shopping results at you when you ask opinions about anything that can be sold, even if your wording makes it pretty damn clear you're not looking to buy. Quite a few times I've had to put quotes around the word opinion to force results that included it, as well as the word forum, and use domain.com for about 12 different major domains to actually get results with regular humans' opinions. 4. Yup. Unless it's directly in a Wikipedia article, Google isn't going to do much to help you with fact-finding these days. If all the search results aren't products being sold as you mentioned, then it will be pages upon pages of copy and pasted blogs that are all ripping off of Wikipedia and each other. No soul, no humans to be found anywhere. 5. People seem to think to AskReddit is for actual information. There is always a question like, how can I buy a converter for my gas stove or something like that. Google is a search engine with algorithms that puke raw data out based on how close the words you punched in a match with the words that a different algorithm assigns to web pages for Google to use to find the web pages. Reddit is a bunch of different end users that post things under different categories, and what gets shown to you depends on which categories your browsing history on Reddit matches up with the best. 6. Google isn't different because it's a straight-up computer doing math problems. Reddit is much denser since it's millions of people communicating in an echo chamber where any info doesn't have much value because dense people are solely responsible for providing everything that shows up on there. 7. Pretty much anything. Google results have become a cesspool of sponsored content, ads, and clickbait. I searched for the last presidential debate that had more than 2 participants, and the first 2 pages of results are links to CNN, Fox, Al Jazeera, WBUR articles that are semi-related to politics. I have no doubt the almighty algorithm knows what I'm asking, but it's not gonna show me what I want. It's gonna show me what Google's customers want me to click on. 8. Because I need quick and short answers. I usually find the answer on Reddit in one sentence while I have to read 5 pages of blogs on Google. 9. But are those answers trustworthy? When I need to find out factual information, I typically have to go through several different results to find any credible sources, preferably ones that cite their own sources as well. Can't really do that with Reddit, where every answer is backed by source, dude, trust me. 10. Depend. If I'm looking for some facts, I search Wiki. If I'm looking for some opinion-based ideas, I go to Reddit. More answers in a more concise form. Usually, Google just gives long-ass blogs and shit. 11. Google has facts, articles, and other similar sources. It's great for simple or quick questions. Reddit has the experience and specific answers to questions that might take multiple Google searches. 12. Sometimes Google articles are hard to find, and you have to word the question a certain way. If you ask Reddit, you can get the information. You can also see people's personal opinions on things, instead of just an article. 13. I am a senior citizen, I have time on my hands. That being said, I often ask Alexia stuff. Then I ask for the wisdom of Reddit on the same topic where an assortment of answers follows. That gives me a look into the minds and vocabulary of Reddit users. I am writing a book from the answers I see on Reddit. So if one day you see a smart-ass statement in print and say, "That sure was dumb," you know where it came from. I haven't decided on a title yet, and I think that will be a topic for another time. 14. Google keeps a history of documented answers. Older, possibly generally accepted answers tried untrue. Reddit makes new answers that can be documented in history. Could be based on emergent tech that a lot of docs.t have referenced, speculatory, or thought-provoking, even when the way of base. Experimental and possibly more relevant. The human element can get very direct answers to specific questions. Google does a good job of getting you to a topic. 15. I can get a better, more in-depth answer than with Google, similar to being in a class with a teacher compared to watching a video of the teacher teaching. Being able to ask another question or getting clarification as a response is awesome. 16. Well, when I ask Google who is the character hiding in every stage in Sonic Adventure 2, I get how to beat every stage, what every playable character's name is, how to duel characters in every stage. When I ask Reddit, I get Big the Cat. 17. It depends on the subject. Reddit can be good if you need opinions, need to ask for people's experiences, or need some light troubleshooting. Sometimes you get an answer, and the thread will have other opinions either agreeing or disagreeing with that answer and explain why and give alternatives. That can be more valuable than just a cut and paste answer you'll get in most other places. Besides, Google will usually just bring me to Reddit anyway. 18. Reddit has a much better sense of humor, and while sometimes I don't quite get the answer I want, I am always going to enjoy the results. Plus, Reddit is Soylent Green whereas Google is AI. People tend to give better answers based on experience and training, where Google is just going to give me search results based on mathematics. 19. It's unfortunate that you asked your question in this way. I'm almost certain you are trying to ask, why do people ask for facts from Reddit rather than just Google's it? Everyone is just going to say that Reddit is good for opinions, which is often not an appropriate response if someone is looking for a concrete fact that is not something that can differ with opinions. 20. Google is a data harvesting scheme that tells me whatever it thinks I want to hear in order to gather more information about me to sell to advertisers. Reddit is a platform of sociopaths, niche experts, and children who are going to give me an honest answer, tinged with sass, sarcasm, or snark in order to either hurt my feelings or inflate their own ego.